Hey, thanks so much. Thanks so much. Oh, my goodness. Thanks so much for joining the Wealthy, Healthy, Happy Show. I'm your host, ERGJ, Certified Financial Educator. And again, guys, I'm on a level 15 today. So I hope you guys are ready to receive some energy and that you're also ready to give some energy. Today, I'm actually going to open up the seats, man, because there's some of you guys that are inspired today. And I tell people that, you don't go to work 8 hours on your job and don't come home and work on your own goals. You're not tired. You're uninspired. So hopefully today you'll get that inspiration. We know it's Monday, and hopefully you'll be motivated to seize this day, regardless of whether you're going to a job, wherever you might be today. I want you to attack this day. Now, we are going through the book, The 15 Laws of Invaluable Growth by John C. Maxwell, and we're on to law number 4, which is the law of reflection. So just to recap real quick, and then we're going to get right into it. We had the law of intentionality, which says that, hey, you need to know where you want to go. If you don't know where you want to go, any road will take you there. You need to know where you want to go. Law number 2 is the law of awareness. Be aware of your surroundings. Be aware of those that are around that can actually help you, but also be aware of those who can hurt you. Because there are some negative people in this world. And I'm telling you, I found out the best way to keep moving forward is to let go of the weight. Let me repeat that again. The best way to keep moving forward is to let go of the weight. And then last week, we talked about the law of the mirror. The law of the mirror. What do you see when you look in the mirror? When you look into the depths of your own soul, what do you see? And hopefully you see awesome. Hopefully you see phenomenal. Hopefully you see your very own greatness that's inside of you. This week, we're going to be talking about the law of reflection. I felt what better way to start talking about the law of reflection than to reflect. Guys, I don't know, for many of you guys, you've been following along with us. You might have just started following along with us, but I want you to reflect on the impact that this show is making on your life. Again, I want you to reflect on the impact that this show is making on your life. 30 minutes a day to change your entire day, to change the way you think, to change the way you feel, to change the way that you go after each and every day. I'm telling you that this show has been absolutely phenomenal for my life. It's helped take my life, my disposition to 10x, and hopefully it's helped you as well. Now, speaking of 10x, this is how phenomenal life is. When you know where you want to go, when you become aware, when you look in the mirror and you see greatness, life, this world itself gets behind you. It partners with you for success. So let me give you a quick example of what I'm talking about. So this weekend, just yesterday, I was actually preparing to go to my part-time job. Right, preparing to go to my part-time job, get to the part-time job, and they're like, the systems are down. And I'm like, well, hey, if the systems are down, there's no point in me being here because I'm not going to make any money. I could be doing some more productive things with my time. So guess what I did? I came home, I got in the lab, and I started getting to work. And then I got on this thing called Blab. As soon as I logged in, no, I actually got on Twitter. I seen on Twitter that there was a message went out that one of my mentors, 10X himself, Grant Cardone, was on Blab. I joined the Blab, and I got a chance to sit in with Grant Cardone, speak to him, and just get pumped up. And if you don't know who Grant Cardone is, he's just one of those go-getters. Now, I don't necessarily agree with all his message, but he knows how to go after it. Now, here's the deal, guys. Over the past 3 months, since I've been on this show, I've been on the Blab with Grant Cardone. I've been on the Blab with Les Brown, and I've been on the Blab with Bob Burg. If you don't know who Bob Burg is, he wrote the book, The Go-Giver. I've actually got the book in my library. This has actually been phenomenal for me to actually sit in the seat with some of my mentors. Think about that for a second. Now, I was supposed to be at work, right? It was a time where I was supposed to be at work, just doing my daily stuff that I do at my part-time job. But the world, it worked in my favor. Why? Because I know where I'm going. Why? Because I'm aware of my surroundings. I'm getting rid of negative people in my life. Why? Because I come and I'm disciplined each and every day to be on this show to share it in your success. The world will get out of its way for the person who knows where they're going. Do you know where you want to be? Where do you want to be in the next 5 years, 10 years in life? Have you designed and mapped that thing out? See, my goal is to build a school. And I let everybody know that is what I'm working on, building a school. So everything that I do each and every day is getting me towards that school. I set up classes, and guess what? I'm going to use the classes to fund the school versus just setting up some GoFundMe account. And I might get some venture capitalists at some point, but I'm starting from where I am, and I'm using what I got to get to where I want to go. Let me repeat that again. I'm starting where I am. I'm using what I got to get to where I want to go. And so, guys, what I want you to do is reflect on what this show has meant to you. I know Veda is here. I need you to get into a seat if you get a chance and tell us about this show you got coming up. I'm super excited for you. I know that you took a step of faith. And matter of fact, I just came across this quote today that said this. Wow, I think you guys are going to be blessed by this. God never gives you a dream that matches your budget. God never gives you a dream that matches your budget. He's not checking your bank account. He's checking your faith. Let me repeat that again. God never gives you a dream that matches your budget. He's not checking your bank account. He's checking your faith. Do you have the faith to believe that it's possible for you? Now, you guys know that is my terminology, that not only is it possible, but it's possible for me. And it's amazing how many people I come across that can't accept their very own good. They have a hard time accepting their very own greatness. They have a hard time owning their greatness. Matter of fact, Miss Raquel is here. She sent me over some things yesterday, and she is taking control of her life. She is owning her greatness, and she's stepping out and doing what she's been called to do. Pat's here. Pat's been rolling along with us for quite a long time, man. And he is doing his thing up in Oklahoma. He's got some event coming up pretty soon in March that he's partnered in. He's had some success with. He's starting to see some success. Here's the deal, guys. You are connected to an unstoppable locomotive. And what I'm trying to tell you guys is I'm going somewhere, and I'm taking as many people with me as possible. Now, it's not just me, it's a caravan, right? So I'm not leading you in your particular direction. What I'm saying is the energy. What I'm talking about is the direction. What I'm talking about is the people together united. The network itself is going somewhere. And I'm taking as many people with me as possible. What are you doing? What's your day going to be like today? Are you going to run your day, or are you going to let your day run you? Let me repeat that again. Are you going to run your day, or are you going to let the day run you? So what we're talking about today is the law of reflection. So I just want you to reflect for a minute on this show and the impact that it's making on your life. And if you want to jump into a seat and share that with the world, or and share that and let people know what this show has done for you, even if it's in the comments below, I think it's important that we get today that we take a moment to reflect on what our day would be like if we didn't have this moment of motivation. If we didn't have this moment to just get up and get started with our minds right and a right spirit and our right mind. And so if you've gotten anything from the time we spent over the past few months, take a moment to share that today. Take a moment to do that. Take a moment to reflect today and share that on our show today. Pat, thanks so much for joining. Pat, let me see that mug today, man. What's that mug say?
Today's mug is just a Mickey Mouse mug.
All right, that's fine. That is fine. Pat, what's going on, sir?
But much like my morning coffee, I need this in the morning to get started, to make sure we're heading in the right direction, to keep our heads straight. And not only, I mean, everything intertwines, and this has been a blessing for me. And you also do another show, and I don't know if everyone here knows that you do a Church Without Walls on Sunday, which I recommend to the guys here. If you're up and about Sunday morning, or get up and about. But the takeaway on yesterday kind of hit me, and it's something I just kind of rattled on, and then we kind of grasped onto and played with a little. But learning to accept the extra. Learning to accept.
You got to talk about that, Pat. You was here yesterday, and again, there's this caravan, there's this movement of people, and Pat was here yesterday, and it came out of his mouth. He was like, "Where is this coming from?" And we just started rolling along with it. Talk to us a little bit about accepting the extra, because talk to us. I'm trying to shut up, Pat. I'm trying my best. Go ahead, Pat.
Well, I mean, like, we're in the chapter today on reflection, so we need to kind of pause and think about things. And a lot of times things come to us, and when we start moving and when we start taking a step in the right direction, then a door opens up that we weren't planning on necessarily. You help somebody with something, and they say, well, you're going to be back and do this other thing, right? And a lot of times it's like, well, no, not me. And it's like, why do we stop ourselves? Why do we not accept the next step? Why do we limit ourselves? And that's kind of what I took from what we've been understanding is most of our limitations are ours, that we set ourselves up. And there's principles in life, and as you start helping others, a lot of them more things will be available, more things will make themselves available. And a lot of times our own habits and fears stop us from taking the next step, accepting the next step, accepting the extra responsibility, the extra position. And we need to learn to accept the extra.
Accept the extra, guys. There are many of us that are saying that we want to tap into our potential and understand that as you are going, as you're progressing, as you're making progress towards your worthy ideal, that you have to you need to become a person that is willing to accept the extra, accept your good. Here's what I want to tell you. Get out of your own damn way. Get out of your own way. This world wants to partner with you towards your success. But part of the success, right, comes a little bit more responsibility. To whom much is given, much more is required. And some people don't share it from the success. They share it from the responsibility. I'll repeat that again. Most people don't shy away from the success. They love the success, the people calling them. They like the money coming in, but they shy away from the responsibility, because with that comes a responsibility. Like as a leader right now, I've got so much to do. I got many people calling me in, and that's a part of accepting the extra. That comes along with the success. Have you ever thought about what comes along with the success that you're looking for? The success that you're going after, this big audacious goal that you have you ever thought about what comes along with it? And what I want to tell you today, and the message that's going to be here all week, is accept the extra. Accept the extra. Accept the extra responsibility. Accept the extra income. Accept the extra people that'll be around you, that'll join your network because they see you shining. Accept that your light will be held high. Accept the recognition. Accept the praise. Accept the extra. Veda, what's going on, beautiful babe? What's going on?
Good morning. Can y'all hear me?
Yes, Veda's in the building.
How are y'all? Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
I got a quick story. And as you know, I'm doing a show. For everybody that don't know, I had started my own company for adult toy parties. And it's been going okay, but I felt like I needed to do something more. I felt like I had to change it up a bit. And one of the events that I decided to do was an erotic spoken word. Never done it. I'm not a poet. Don't know nothing about it. And one of the things that got me to do it was when we were on the law of intentionality. And one of the ones in there, it was just said, just do it. No matter what you're doing, that's what you want to do. Just do it. So I just stepped out and I booked the venue. I got the date. I had no poets. I just did it. And things started falling into place. I got poets lined up. I'm working on getting a feature. I got a guy that's coming to do singing at the event. So it's really all falling into place. Saturday night, I woke up about 3 o'clock in the morning and I was like, you know what? Let me just browse on the internet. And I was on Instagram and I was just going through people's pages. And at 3 o'clock in the morning, I didn't realize how many people was up at 3 o'clock in the morning on the internet. So I saw this girl page and she wrote an erotic book. She's from DC, and I seen her and I was just like, I reached out to her, and ironically about 7 o'clock in the morning, she reached back to me. She won't be able to attend the event, but she did say she would help me out in whatever I need, because she do erotic spoken words down in DC. So she's gonna act, I guess, as a mentor for me for my show. So I was so excited. Like, who would have known if I wasn't up at 3 o'clock in the morning, would I have came across her page? Or would I have had the time and just the concentration to look through? Because I never look through people's pages. I'm on there, browse through, and I'm done. But I don't know, something sent me to her page, and me and her connected, like her vibe, her energy. I was so feeling her, and she didn't have a problem of wanting to help me out. She said, whatever you need, just contact me, let me know. So I'm just so excited that everything is really falling into place. And for people that's hesitating, or you feel like, you know, it's not the right time, or you don't have enough information, or it's not going to turn out right, just do it. turn out wrong, learn from the mistakes, and do another event, show, whatever it is, your next book. If it turn out wrong, you learn from it and go on to the next. And that's what I got from this show here.
Man, so Vader, you were up at 3 o'clock in the morning, a time that you're normally not up. You were up and you got inspired looking through some people's Instagram page. You made a connection, and you're saying that, oh, I don't know what it was. No. It's your mission that caused you to be up that early. See, once you decided where you was going to go, you like Mr. Beatles is saying it. You went from being uninspired to inspired. Yeah. So now your dream keeps you up. Now your dream has you searching. It's helping you along the way to realize your dream because you know where you want to go.
Yeah.
You have now put this thing in place. Say, hey, on March such and such, we having this event no matter what. And I might not have everything I need right now, but I know what I need to do next. And then your dream has pulled you into a 3 o'clock intervention. Your dream has pulled you into a 7 o'clock meeting. Your dream has pulled you to finding the mentor that's going to guide you along the way.
Yep.
It's interesting what happens when you just get busy. I need to say that again because some people are still not up this morning. Matter of fact, Ms. Vader doesn't have enough props on her screen. Something happens when you get busy. See, there's no time to moan and grow. There's no time to be a couch potato. There's no time to just keep dreaming about your dream. It's time to get busy building your dream. And some of that is just a small step. She took a small step. She booked a venue. That is massive action for someone that has never done it before. Yeah, she came up with a name and a title. That's massive action for someone who's never done it before. She's got this space ready to go and doesn't even have people ready to fill it. But guess what? The dream is bringing her along. The dream is starting to show the path, the next step, and the next step. See, it says this. It says, hey, go as far as you can see. And then when you get there, you'll be able to see further. Go as far as you can see in your imagination as it relates to your definite major purpose, your big audacious goal, your dream. And when you get there, you'll be able to see further. Woo! I'm on fire.
Thank you. I'll keep you posted. I will definitely keep you posted.
So,
and my Eventbrite tickets are selling, by the way.
Fantastic. Look at that. And they're selling. Fantastic. Awesome. You definitely got to keep us posted, man. I'm glad that us as a Wealthy Healthy show, as a community, as a network, the number one network for growing people, that we are partnering in your success and we're seeing it happen. See, there was this thing I told myself, like, I didn't want to be the person that blew up and then came back and then everybody's like wondering what happened. What I wanted to do is I wanted to show my progress along the way so that we could all go there together. And so there's something about just this journey towards success, whatever that is for you. And we define success as a progressive realization of your worthy ideal. And now people are starting to see everyone build together because we're sharing in each other's success. We're sharing in on the energy. There's something powerful about a network, guys. It's not just passing out a business card. It's about the interaction that we have with one another. Pat.
So I think the takeaway from all this is take the first step. Get started.
Got to get started, man. You got to get started. And there's, I mean, again, hopefully you guys are here and ready to share your stories about this show and what it's doing for you. Maybe this is your first day here. Maybe this show is doing something for you right now. It's the law of reflection. Taking a moment to pause and think about the good that might be happening in your life. Taking a moment to pause and think about the change that's going on in the inside. Taking a minute to pause and think. We found out that what's wrong with most men today is they simply don't think. They're busy moving and moving and moving and moving, but they don't take the time to think. Don't take the time to think. And hey there, I want to do a quick shout out. I see you, Ben Libby, your first day here on Blab. I appreciate you joining, brother. We need to see some comments for you before we let you jump into a seat. We have a whole bunch of trolls on Blab, and my block game is on fleek. My block game is on fleek. Hey, so thanks so much for joining, Vader. Thanks so much for joining, Raquel, Miss 6 o'clock. Thanks so much for joining, Pat. Zap Music in the building. We got Linda Harding Bond. Linda, you got to join the seat. You got to talk to us. The perfect guest experience. We got to hear from you today. Miss Latanya, you've been rolling with us. We need to see you today, babe. Come on. It's to help your people shine. Come on. Mr. Beatles in the building and Miss Brittany Lee. And we got a first-time user here, sir. Thanks so much for joining. Mr. Ben Libby. Thanks so much for joining. How are you? So here's the deal, guys. In case you guys don't know, I am a certified financial educator, right? And I've got this thing coming up. It's called KidVest, and we teach kids how to teach kids about money. And a phenomenal thing happened last week. We had a kid, a ninth grader, was so inspired by joining the show that he decided he wanted to do a presentation. And he's going to be doing a presentation. It's going to be a kid teaching kids this Saturday. And I'm so excited. So he sent me his presentation. The title of his presentation is called the Moment of Tooth. And he's going to talk to the kids about how putting your tooth under your pillow is not helping you to grow any money. He's going to talk about what to do with your tooth fairy money. And I'm like, this guy is amazing. He is coming up with some phenomenal stuff. And this is going to be his first time presenting to kids. This is the kind of stuff that is happening because it's not a me show, it's a we show. So I was like, hey, you want to do it? Let's do it. And we got this great experience that's going on this week. And these are the type of things that are happening in my world. And I want to know the type of things that are happening in your world. We got 2 seats open. It's the time to reflect, time to talk about this show, the things that are happening in your life, and what the village is doing. This Growing Network. Thanks so much for joining. Pat. Hey, so again, God never gives you a dream that matches your budget. He's not checking your bank account. He's checking your faith. And what do you have the faith to do today? What do you have the faith to do today? Thanks so much for joining Senior Wax. We don't just let people in the seats that haven't spoken to us before. Got too many trolls here on Blab. So please feel free to drop a few comments. We'll see who you are. Then we'll let you in. See how quickly they leave. They leave quick. They leave fast. My block game is on fleek. Hey, so here's the deal, guys, man. How was your weekend? What happened? Anything fantastic happened for you this weekend? Did you take a moment to reflect, to gather those moments and so it can fuel you into your Monday? See, a lot of people are looking, I hate things like this. Okay. Well, Benjamin, but it's again, we got a lot of positivity going on because you want to bring something negative. I got to say goodbye to you, brother. Hey, so here's the deal. We got some, how was your weekend? Did you take a moment to kind of recap and gather and capture those moments that maybe you had with your family? Maybe something fantastic out of the norm happened for you this weekend. Well, how was your weekend, guys? Tell us about your weekend. This is the law of reflection. Take a moment to reflect, to capture these moments, because it is the small things sometimes that fuel us to great things. It's the small things sometimes that fuel us to great things. We talked about yesterday and accepting the extra. That was the message for yesterday. I'm going to be doing so much with that. That is just awesome. That was Church Without Walls. I also do a show called How Rich People Think. We've been doing that. That comes on at 8 o'clock. This show, motivating the village and the network. Mr. Beatles, are you here? Are you jumping in? I know you may have some connectivity issues as well. But we really want you to go out today. I figured I'd just do something just to help get our week started. For some, they dread looking at Monday. It's like, I got to go back to the same old. But hopefully we can change the way that we think about our Monday so that we can not only have a phenomenal Monday, but have a phenomenal week. And hopefully this show is helping you to do that. So what the law of reflection is, hopefully that kind of got us energized a little bit, but it is really talking about how to pause and think. And so we'll start a little bit into this section, and then we'll actually be picking it up tomorrow. We got about 9 minutes left. And one of the first things that it talked about was that reflection turns experience into insight. Reflection turns experience into insight. Sometimes we can just take a moment to reflect on something that's going on. Maybe it's a high pressure moment. Maybe you're just busy doing what you do. You just need to take a moment throughout your day just to reflect, so you can turn your experience into insight. Pat, you got anything to say about that?
Well, many times we get so overwhelmed, or we believe we're overwhelmed, and we're literally just running around in circles. And we need to pause. We need to take the moment, and it's best at the beginning of your day, and look at yourself, and look down at your feet, and look what you're doing for the day. Take the nail out of the other foot, and so stop running in circles.
Absolutely. Take the nail out of the other foot. Pat, hey, so there's an old joke that said experience is a hard teacher because the test is given first and the lesson is given afterward. A test is given first, and the lesson is given afterward. How many guys have experienced that? Right? Like Veda's saying, like she's going through the test now, she'll get the lesson after. And many of us, I would say that's, when we bear children, right? It didn't come with any instruction manual. You're given the test first, and then you get the lesson afterward. And I think it's important that we kind of teach our children this as well, because there's some things that, hey, the school system will tell us that you learn first, you take the test later, but life tells us that we got to take the test first and we'll learn the lesson afterward. But the important thing is that we learn it. And the way that we can learn it is by taking a moment to reflect on what's going on in our life. What did we just experience? What did we learn? Mr. Beatles.
What's going on, wealthy, healthy, happy people? Sorry I am late, but I'm here this morning. Man, it's nasty outside this morning, man. Jeez Louise. How's everybody doing, man? I see what's going on, man. Shout out to Veda for getting started. How about that? Shout out to Veda for not being tired, but being inspired this morning. What's going on, wealthy? What's going on, Sam? How's it? You should be joining like right now and talking to us about how you can't kick ass in broken heels. That's the name of her phenomenal book. And we definitely should have you on. But good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, man. How's your weekend, Mr. Beatles?
Man, when I say the weekend was so fantastic, I look, because of this show, I've been able to attract some phenomenal opportunities. And so over the weekend, I probably have gotten about I don't know, a total of 4 or 5 hours of sleep in total from Friday to Sunday, putting a huge proposal together to present this morning, man. So I'm excited. I won't give too many of the nuggets away until it gets a little bit more solid. But this is definitely a life-changing opportunity, and again, it's because of what we are choosing to do every day on this particular show, and that's get up, get motivated, and share our successes, share our trials and tribulations, and grow as a group because of that.
Hey, Mr. Beal, so I think we don't need to know the details of that, but we need to know the details of, you said that you attract. Can you talk to us a little bit about this attraction, that's going on in your life? Yes, absolutely. So in this world of attraction, what you see is that like attracts like. So you attract what you are, not what you want. And I gotta teach you again. You have to pause and repeat.
You attract what you are and not what you want. So the universe responds to your the universe responds to your desire. And it's very important for us to understand that what you speak out of your mouth and what you do could be two different things. And the reason why you're not receiving the results is because you're not being congruent in what you desire and what you and then the activity that you are displaying. So you have to give an equal amount of energy for the things that you truly desire to have. And so I always go back to the workout analogy, because I just think that it's pretty easy to understand. But if you desire to lose 10 pounds, but you don't put in the effort, you don't burn the calories, if you don't get up and if you don't read a nutritional book to get some more information, if you don't hit the treadmill in the evening or in the morning, if you don't put in the work, then you could desire all you want, but the reality is that you are not living up to your own expectation. So the law of attraction is about momentum. And the more that you move in a certain direction, the more that you collect more of that same energy. It's like the snowball effect. You start off with a little bit of a snowball as you roll it, but you start seeing that it starts to pick up and attract more of that snowball type element. And the next thing you know, the snowball is rolling down the hill and you got an amazing situation on your hands.
Man, so here's the deal, man. Law of attraction, man. You attract who you become, right? You attract who you become. So, and what we're talking about is we've been doing this thing. I don't know how long we've been doing. Can't even keep up. We've been doing it though each and every day, Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. And we're starting to see not only us individually, we're starting to see the whole village see some success in their life. I mean, that itself is enough to speak about, right? That speaks volumes, because it's not just one person that's seeing some success. It's not just two people, the host and the co-host, seeing success in their life. We're seeing people that are just showing up. Sometimes all you got to do is show up.
Show up.
So here's the deal, guys. In the comments below, I want you to write consistent action breeds success. Consistent action breeds success. Now, in the comments below, write that. Now, here's the deal. When we say in the comments below, write that, we got like 2-3 people that'll write it. It's only like 2 or 3 people that's serious about getting the success in their life. So they go ahead and write it. Everybody else is like, oh, that sounds good, but I'm not going to write it. It's something about capturing it yourself. Consistent action breeds success. You want to see success in your life. If you want to see yourself get to that next level, be consistent in your action. Show up every day. And then you're going to see that momentum start to swing in your favor. You're going to have luck swing in your favor because you're now prepared for the opportunity. Pat, you got anything to say, sir?
I'm just typing. Give me.
We got him doing a lot of things at the same time.
And good morning, Mr. Beatles.
Good morning, Mr. Pat. What's happening?
You're happening. You're happening.
That's it. I love it. I love it.
And
I'm gonna get some light in just a minute, man.
And so is the other 12 people on the program, watching the program, involved in the program today. Because
that's right.
As that light shines on you, as you absorb this stuff, then your mind gets a chance to think about it throughout the day, and you get to reflect on it. And as you reflect on it throughout the day, you'll attract it. So for some of us, this is the first step, is just absorbing the information.
That's so good. That's so good. Yeah, absolutely. It is. It's about, again, if we think back to the Alchemist, for those that have been with us for that ride. But if we think back to the Alchemist and the caravan that Santiago joined, that group of people that were journeying across the deserts, and they were all headed in a direction. They were all headed to their own place, their own personal destiny, searching for their own personal legend. This is what our blab is kind of a synonymous for that. It's a metaphor for the caravan, and we're all headed in a direction. We're all searching for some sort of success, and however we define that. And the more that we come together collectively on these shows, the more that we share it with other people that we think may be heading in our same direction, the bigger this grows and the more valuable this network becomes. Again, the reason why we become successful is because of the network that we have. And so, again, I just encourage everybody to keep showing up for this show. And the more that you show up, and sometimes it doesn't necessarily seem like sometimes it doesn't seem like the breakthrough is coming, but know that when you just continue to be resilient, continue to be faithful to your dreams, your goals, your desires, it happens. All of a sudden you look up and that thing that you have desired, that stuff that was on your vision board, all of a sudden it's there.
And I just like to add, Mr. Beers, and then we'll wrap this up, that here's a reason why I really want you guys to continue to show up. It's easy to find negativity. It's hard. You got to search for positivity. It's easy to find negative. It's easy to get caught up in the blame game. It's easy to throw a pity party. It's easy to find people that want to find every excuse for why they're not being successful. It's hard to find a group of people that are all they're going to do is talk about the positivity that's going on in their life and in the world. There's a very small collection of people that are willing to do that. The population itself, the crowd, is going to always be focused on what's not working. Why they can't be successful. They're going to find all the excuses. But I'm telling you guys, you are connected to a group of people that are inspired and they're going to find a way. And repeat that again. You're connected right now to a group of people who are inspired and who are going to find a way. And guess what? When you stay connected, you don't have to find a way yourself. You stay connected to people that's going to help you find a way. That's all I got to say about that. Mr. Bitters, you want to do some shout outs and wrap us up, man? Hey, I'm sorry, Mr. Pat, you got some last words for the peeps?
Well, the first step is here. And to get this straight, first step in the morning, be here tomorrow morning.
Absolutely. Mr. Bitters, you want to, all right, okay, yeah, you say good. You want to sign us out?
That's it. Yeah, that's it. Hey, be here tomorrow morning. Be here tomorrow morning. And what are we gonna do tomorrow morning? We're going back to the laws tomorrow, right? Yeah,
law of reflection. We did the first one of the pause, power of the pause. We'll be going through some more steps on the power of the pause.
Absolutely. All right, fantastic. All right, so with that being said, look, it's 7:33, man. We got to get to moving this morning. Have a power packed day to day. Do something incredible on purpose. Be nice. Smile more this morning. Give more of your time, talents, and resources, and watch how it comes back to you, pressed down, shaken together, and running over where you have no room to receive. Look, hey, let's have a magnificent day, man. I'm charged up, fired up, and look, we're wealthy, we're healthy, we're happy, and we'll see y'all tomorrow. We are out.